All right, good morning everybody. I'm about 2 or 3 miles into my hike today. Just wanted to kind of show you this view from the trail. It's not like an overlook or anything that you have to step aside from. This is the actual trail. Sorry. Wow. Hadn't talked all day long. Didn't know my voice was messed up. But didn't get to download a video last night. I actually had the pleasant, oh wow, okay, look at that. Never mind. Beautiful. All right, well, I actually had the pleasant experience last night of having enough phone service at the shelter. We were at Bobblets shelter to make some phone calls. So I was super happy. I got to talk to, of course, my wife and for a good long while, and called my beautiful Aunt Claudia and listened to her talk for about 30 minutes. So that's always a fun time. And I was going to call my nephew and congratulate him, but I know he's busy taking phone calls, and because of his new fiance in the family. So look at this, another one. And I probably would have downloaded a video last night, but it got later on in the evening. Later on in the evening for me is 8 o'clock. The sun was down, and there's actually very little tent sites at Bobblets shelter. So I set my tent. I was the first tenter there yesterday, and set my tent up at really the only flat spot. Pushed it up on the edge, so hoping that Durwood would have enough room to pitch his, and he was. So he pitched his down there too, and the actual shelter is about a quarter mile off the trail. So added another little hike to the 19 plus we did yesterday, so made it probably a little over 20. Today we're doing 18.5 to I think it's called Cornelius something, Cornelius Creek, Cornelius Knob, who knows, but it's a Cornelius is where I'm headed to. And then the following day going to do a 20 into Glasgow and resupply there. So that's what the plan is, and so far this has been a pretty good day. Got a little knee pain going on, but hopefully it's just wear and tear and not any kind of injury. So I'm going to nurse it a little bit today and just hike it on. All right, more later. All right, here's another great opening. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And you can see the kind of the rock line, how that goes around that mountain. For whatever reason, the trail designers, I don't even know if that's a mountain that we've gone over, but it probably isn't. But as you can see here, looks like to me the trail designers decide to make your life brutal and make the trail go right through the rock lines when there's plenty of softer mountain around. That's just my thought. Could be true, could be not true, but that's the way my feet feel. All right, PT out. All right, everybody. Let me get this adjusted. So I haven't had that many views today. A lot of just walking, some ups and downs and stuff. So go ahead and talk a little bit. One of the things that I was concerned about coming out on this trail that, obviously I'd heard about, and you can kind of figure out through the community, is drugs on the trail. Well, being in my background, of course, I'm fairly anti-drug, but to be honest, whatever anybody wants to do, that's their business, as long as it doesn't affect me. And that was the big part about it, was affecting me. I don't want to be around it. I don't want to I just don't want to be around it. It's not my deal. So when I first started, I thought it was going to be a big problem. You know, everybody's going to be smoking weed in the shelters and whatever it may be. And come to find out, that's not the truth. I've heard of it, I've smelled it, and so far everybody has been respectful enough to do it away from me or do it off to themselves or with their friends or whatever it may be. And I appreciate that. I have been asked one time, and I just told the guy, I said, hey, it's not my deal. I said, and if you do decide you want to do that, I would appreciate it that you go away from the shelter or get away from me and go do it. And he was cool with that, and that's what he did. Later on in the evening, I could smell it coming out of his tent. That's okay, that's cool. So, just to kind of wrap that up, it's actually been a pleasurable experience out here, not having to worry about any of that going on around me. And thank you for the younger folks and the people that do that, being respectful enough to not do it in front of somebody that it's not their bag. So I certainly appreciate that. Hopefully it'll keep up. And now I don't want to get twisted around here on where I'm going. Looks like there's a cross between a horse trail and the Appalachian Trail. So, all right, PT, having a good day so far. Reminds me of the lovely Hadassah back at home. That's where my heart is. All right, so this is Bryant Ridge shelter. So not only does it have a deck, it has a mid-floor and we'll go ahead and climb up here and take a look at it. Sorry about that, but this is the top floor. This is a huge shelter. Guess they got a lot of kids coming in here on the weekends and stuff. I'm not sure. But cool shelter. Unfortunately, our mileage doesn't work out. All right, there's a nice little waterfall. Just filled up with water, and oops, sorry about that. We are getting ready to go on the big, it's about a 5 mile climb, and that's going to end up our day. So time for some heavy breathing, some huffing and puffing. Good evening, everybody. So I'm going to wrap up the day a little bit here. It started out, we were at Bobblets shelter and did a 19.5 mile day to Cornelius Creek shelter. Anybody that's coming behind me, I am going to let you know. Once you get to Bryant Ridge shelter, you better strap your gunnies on because, buddy, I'm telling you, toughest climb for me so far on the AT. And it's not even really marked on a mountain. But it was a bear. And it just gave you 2 false summits. And you just kept going up and up and up. It was a monster. I think it was a 4 mile climb. And not only was it it wasn't a 4 mile winding, switchback climb. There were so many sections that the steepness of the climb were just straight up to where I was taking what I call Tim Conway steps. For those of you that don't know who Tim Conway was, he was a comedian on the Carol Burnett show, and he played an old man in a lot of her skits, and the way he walked was super slow. Well, that's the way I was headed up those hills today. Quite a climb. And at the other side of that, about a half a mile down is the shelter we're at today. Well, actually, I'm at a tent site, but it's a pretty nice shelter. the Cornelius Creek shelter. So tomorrow we are doing a solid 20 into Glasgow, and are going to get picked up by Stanimals hostel, and they're going to take us in, and we're going to take a 0 the following day so we can get our resupply done, possibly hike out that afternoon. I don't know, we're going to see. So Durwood and I have been hiking together here for a couple of weeks. Not even that, about a week and a half, and it's working out good, man. We don't, when I say hiking together, we end up at the same place. He's a much faster hiker than me, but I start out earlier in the morning than he does, so it works out pretty good. But we're teaming up for a little bit, and it's working out great. So saying hi to Durwood's mom. Hi, Durwood's mom. And I'm going to close it out for the evening and upload these videos when I get into town tomorrow night. All right, PT on the AT, out.